right now in December and January, there are very high scopes of getting freelancing work because most of the law firms shut down for holidays. So you get an ample amount of work. And once you build that track record, then there is a continuous supply of work that you get.
And we want to speak to one of our students, Yashika Malhotra, one of our earliest students, and she learned a high demand skill in international business expansion and international contract drafting. And I also want to congratulate her. She is going to be moving to Canada next month, and she's got job offers already, and she's in the process of finalizing them. And so we're going to ask her, and she's cleared many NCA exams, so we're going to ask her how she went about it. So yeah, hi Yashika, thank you for joining us.
Hi Abhyuday sir.
So she has a bad throat, still she's here to contribute to you. And Yashika, we are deeply grateful to you. Thank you for spending your time with us and sharing your breakthroughs. So Yashika, just give us a background. When did you graduate? And you have a litigation background, right?
Yes. So I graduated back in 2017 from Himachal University, Shimla, and then I had been practicing in the Punjab Haryana High Court and in District Court of Panchkula and Chandigarh for 3 years. Before 2020, when I first joined my first legal LawSikho course, that was with respect to contract drafting. From where I gained all these skills of
3 years she was litigating, and then she decided we also discovered remote work in around late 2020 and 2021, and that's when Yashika joined us for international remote work. And tell us about what kind of track record you built, because initially you had planned ki I'll do foreign exams, but we hadn't launched those. I don't know if you had planned then, but later you planned to. But first build your track record. So tell us about that, how you did it, and you even stopped your Indian litigation practice then, right?
Yes, I stopped my Indian litigation practice. Just excuse my throat. I have a very...
It's okay. Yeah. Yes. And thank you for still being here.
Absolutely. Absolutely fine. So thing is that I stopped my litigation practice, and it was also lockdown at the time, so the courts were shut down. So most of the lawyers were not earning. But I decided to upgrade my skills. I attended one of the contract drafting webinar where I went into contract drafting. So I learned the contract drafting and did the course for 6 months dedicatedly. And simultaneously, I started applying for freelancing projects. All the assistance and guidance were given by the LawSikho team for establishing of Upwork and all the other guidance as per required for all the Upwork Fiverr accounts, how to do the projects, how to handle them, apply jobs. So I continuously applied till October. Then I've got my first project for $10 in October. From there, I started my freelancing project. But from there in 2020, October 2020, till time, I have done a lot of freelancing work. I have worked for 4 lawyers as a paralegal. I have worked for, I think, more than 15-16 startups.
Places?
All around the globe. I've worked for Saudi Arabia, I've worked for US, I've worked for Canada, I've worked for UK. I've worked for Indian startups. I've worked for a law firm in Canada. I've worked not in Canada, I've worked for Australia. I've worked for a lawyer in US and a lot of... So I've worked for a lot of freelancing projects and I've tentatively earned more than in the last 3 years, 2.5 years probably, because I was working from 2021. I was working as a in-house counsel in India as well. So I got this job also because I did another international contract drafting course from LawSikho, and there I decided that I'll upgrade and write the foreign bar exam. So right now I'm in process of writing my bar exam. I've cleared.
How many exams you have cleared?
I am awaiting for my results of the last exam.
So which NCA subjects you have cleared? 3, 4, 5, how many?
I've cleared 4. 3. 2 results is October. I've written that exam in October and November. I'm still awaiting that result.
So 3 you have cleared, 2 results are awaited, and 1 exam to
Yes.
give.
No, nothing is
Given
left to give.
everything.
All are completed.
Very good. Congrats. And how much time did you have to prepare for NCA?
So after my assessment, I wrote my first exam in August. So it took me like August, September, October. So in 3 months, I wrote all the exams.
Wow. Okay. Great. And tell us about the remote freelance work track record. Like how much were you able to earn money and all of that?
Yes. I am able to earn more than. So from after October 2020, I've been able to give earn somewhere between $1,500 to $2,000 on a regular basis as a freelancing lawyer. Yes, every month. That was increased to $4,500 in a month before I joined a regular full-time job in India. And even then, I've been working right now, like when I was writing my exams, and meanwhile I also got married, so that is also one thing that I didn't work for 3-4 months. And but I've been continuously working as a freelancing lawyer. I still do it when I get time.
So totally you have been able to earn how much in these past 2-3 years?
$4,200. $42,000.
$42,000.
Yes.
Very nice. 42,000. So all this stuff that you're saying about $2,000 per month, it's actually possible, and you had
it's very easily possible. Very easily possible with a full-time job. Even with a full-time job, if you work for Saturday, Sundays. Yes.
But the initial start can be a bit daunting.
Yes, that can take. It depends. It depends on person to person. For me, it took like 6 months, but I know people who could do it in 2 or 3 months as well.
Got it. You took 6 months to get your first client, and you wrote lots of proposals. Nowadays, there are many of our students who are getting in 1 month or in the second.
Yes. I myself, in my batch only, there were people who could get in a month or so. It depends on the right skill set. You reach out to correct people, and there is a good opportunity that you want to crack, and that is.
And what was the support you needed from our team?
All the support, right from making that account to discussing that accounts to regularly applying for positions, learning new skills, doing on the assignments, on the upgrading part, so all that.
Great. And you got support with applying for proposals?
Yes, each and every support.
Pitching?
Yes, everything.
The price?
Everything end to end. Spoon feeding is done to us. Okay. Even the spoon feeding is done for completing not just the freelancing part, but also on doing the assignment part. There is regular follow-up calls. They make you do the assignments, they make you learn, and then you have no other choice just to upgrade yourself. You just have to.
And what about NCA prep? How did you go about that?
NCA prep is also very well managed. Very senior and experienced people who have already cleared NCA give you the lectures. And there are.
But what support you needed in NCA? Like, how did you prepare for NCA, and how?
I thoroughly relied on all my exams. I cleared it only with your study material. That is it. I did not refer to anything else. Nothing.
Did you give mocks before? Like, how were your mocks?
So there is a live practice examination that has happened for every exam, which is very similar to how the real exam is. Before that, there are multiple mock tests. We are also provided with one of the mentor who does us one-on-one mentorship for all the doubts that we have. And there is then subject expert, then there is a course anchor. So there are 4 hierarchies if you have any doubts. So you can discuss it with your mentor, then you can discuss it with the course anchor, and then you can also, if you still don't get cleared with the doubts and you still want more clarity on anything or any understanding or any help with respect to any doubts or any examination, then you can also speak to this subject expert. So I just did all. I am proudly saying this. I cleared all my exam with only LawSikho material, nothing else.
Can an average student do it?
Yes. Yeah. If he does it dedicatedly, I am also an average student in that case. So if I could have done it, anyone can do it.
What about arranging for the money? How did you pay all the fees and the registration?
First 5,000 I had to borrow from my parents because
Rupees.
at that time
Huh.
I was not. But for 3-4 months I had to manage the finances best. So uske baad to I bought, I could pay anything from all my EMIs. I paid myself all the loan, and it is not just one course that I have done. It is also on the discounted price. I have done courses on a full fee as well.
Wow.
And at that time, but the course price was also on the higher side.
If someone doesn't have money, what should they do? Our course prices always increase, and Yashika also took some course outside bootcamp, so she didn't get any scholarship. Today you all are getting scholarship. But one question, how should someone go about it if they have a money challenge?
We have to arrange, see, even if money challenges, you can take it from the parents once or two. Then dedicatedly start working on your freelancing, because that freelancing classes will be given every 15 months. If someone works
15?
Every 15 days, there is a freelancing session that happens for all the sessions.
Now
within next
one and you can block also one-on-one.
Yes, and every 15 days is between the course. You can take it anytime you want to, and as many sessions as you want to. 15 days a mandate one. And then you can upgrade, you can book in all the classes, you can take all the sessions, and then you can create that profile, start earning. If you work this for a dedicated good 2 to 3 months, and right now in December and January there are very high scopes of getting freelancing work because most of the law firms shut down for holidays, so you get an ample amount of work, and once you build that track record, then there is a continuous supply of work that you get.
So after some time, the income uncertainty also goes away, and you can continue to do this.
Yes.
And can you charge more after some time?
Yes. I started with $5 per hour. Now I charge, in few of my projects, I've also charged $40 an hour.
Wow. And now you are planning to move to Canada?
Yes.
So what is the situation like? Did you get some offers there? When are you planning to go?
Yes, I am planning to move to Canada in next month.
Where in Canada to, and how did you get offers? What is the strategy to use?
I started applying for positions
how
from
many
India.
Applications you sent?
I've sent more than 250, 300 applications.
Okay, and how many job offers you have now?
I've got one confirmed. I'm negotiating on 2 more. Okay,
so total pool is 3, out of which you have to choose which to accept.
Yes, if the rest too also goes through well. So yes, I have one for sure, but that I cracked from India itself. That the one job that I have, I cracked it from India itself.
So Canadian job
without never being in Canada, without any Canadian experience.
And the designation will be legal assistant.
Yes.
So you could crack that in a full-time role in Canada while being in India only, after your NCA and freelance track record.
Without even clearing my NCA. My NCA is not complete.
Partly cleared. So what did you have to tell? Like, did your track record of remote work help in the recruitment process?
Yes. One of my lawyers.
What did you have to say?
They just want to know how fit you are for their culture.
And how did you establish that?
I had a recommendation from a US lawyer whom I worked for 6.5 months, and he's a US based lawyer. And he recommended me because I worked as a paralegal for him for 6 months.
Wow. So a US lawyer whom you worked with for 6 months recommended you. They gave a paper recommendation which you submitted to the recruiter?
No, there is no concept of paper recommendation.
Then
there is an email that is exchanged. You just have to give the email address and then.
Wow. So good, yeah. And congratulations. And what is the salary range that is offered once you crack? Like yesterday we've seen some people are getting $50,000-$60,000. Some were initially getting a little lesser, 40, 50. And it's going up till like $80,000 to $1 lakh also. One student came yesterday. You all remember Divyanshu. So yeah, what is the range?
Same. It could depend on job to job basis. it could be on the lower side as well, depending on what province you're applying and what is the job scale there. But mine is above 65. It's tentatively between 65,000 CAT. And
very nice. Great. So I want you all to I want to know if you all have any questions to ask Yashika. And it's really possible. And clearing NCA and remote work was what made that difference for her. Okay, and like she started from scratch when she started. Today you can see she has reached places and stuff, but it's not like, you know, she was any different from you when she started.
Yeah, normal non-NLU student.
First generation,
normal college.
Yeah. So, questions from attendees. How did you initially approach the recruiters on Upwork to hire you? And what are the working hours going to be in Canada? 2 questions.
Working hours 7:30 to depends. 7:30 to 3:30. 7 to 3. 8 to 4, 9 to 5, bus 9 to 5 I think is the longest. 8 hours. Strict 8 hours.
8 hours, huh? Good. And they are like there's a good work-life balance in Canada compared to India. How long did you take to crack NCA from start after applying?
So once my assessment took a lot of time. After an assessment, it took me 3 months to write all the exams. Hopefully if I clear, hopefully I should clear the remaining 2, but yes, 3 months.
But those offers are not conditional upon clearing NCA, na? They are standing irrespective.
Yes, but you have to clear NCA because if you have to get yourself licensed to work as a legal counsel.
For that you need legal assistant वाला है, तो उसके लिए तो चलेगा.
Yes.
Great. So just with NCA you can get a legal assistant's job, and then legal Ontario mein you can, after clearing barrister solicitor, you can get more jobs. Did you apply for PR after NCA? No, she's going on a spouse visa.
No. And NCA has nothing to do with immigration status also.
Correct. So your visa process is separate and you're not going on PR, you're going on a spouse work permit. Yeah. Alicia wants to know your age. I have no clue why.
29 years.
Okay. Great.
What about IELTS?
You are 20 NCA or 21, you can start.
NCA ke liye you don't need IELTS for PR process. Yes, you clear IELTS for your PR and immigration process.
I have not given IELTS till date.
No, I've given it. I have a band of 8. But that is irrespective of NCA. That has nothing to do with NCA and your bar exam.
But for this visa, did they ask you for IELTS for the current visa work permit that you have?
I got visa for free. My husband lives there. I got a visa on his basis.
Got it.
Now when I apply for PR, because PR, whenever I apply for a PR, I have to give the IELTS exam, though I've given it right now.
Did you, does NCA help in PR?
No.
There's one field that you can fill in, you said that.
Yes, it adds you points in a PR. PR is
additional points in a PR.
It's a whole different process. You have to have experience. You have to fill in that procedures. You have to follow that.
And can you practice in other provinces? You can't, except as in-house maybe, right?
For every once you get your license in one province, then there's a provision of transferring your license to another province. But if you are licensed in Alberta, then you cannot switch without giving a bar exam to Ontario.
That's because Alberta doesn't have its own bar exam also.
Yes, that is the reason.
But Alberta, most people want to go between, British Columbia or Ontario.
Even in the British Columbia, you do not have an exam. They have a procedure. Different procedure. You have to do certain prep courses and then get licensed there.
So if I'm licensed in Ontario, it will become shorter for me?
Yes, it is. You can move in, you can change your... get your license transferred. That's a whole different process. There's another process to it.
Great. Yadu Krishnan is asking proper guidance. Boss, we have been giving you for 3 days. Now you want to waste Yashika's time, she won't be able to. What to do to get license?
To that comment, I would like to add something. Join the course. You will get everything. From help from assessment, how to fill in the assessment, how to write it. For immigration, you need separate assistant, that is irrespective of doing the NCA exam.
Right. And is it important to clear NCA to work as corporate lawyer or for paralegal?
Yeah, no. If you don't want to do an NCA, then you have to do an LLM program in Canada that has a lot of fees. International fees is way too high. And even if you want
to move to Canada, it is very important to have something.
Yes, to move to Canada.
Otherwise, you can do remote work without NCA.
Yes.
Which province you are moving to? Quebec. So see, she is going to get licensed in Ontario, but she's going to move to Quebec. This is also something you can do if you have to move somewhere else. Okay. So
I will be practicing in Ontario. I'm moving to Quebec because my husband lives there.
Correct. So you will do a partly remote or hybrid kind of job in
hybrid Canada. Kind of, yes.
Okay, Naima Dorji, I am in Canada and thinking of appearing in NCA. What are the procedures and where can I take coaching from NCA? You can go to all the Canadian program service providers and pay 5x more for all the coaching, or you can come to us. That is up to you. But after NCA, you will need to get a job also, and that none of the Canadian coachings provide you.
Correct.
And for that you should build your track record right now. Okay. All right. What job roles are assigned to you in remote work? Legal assistant, research, even
full legal counsels, in-house counsels work remotely in Canada. They still have this culture of working remote or hybrid.
And in India, when you were doing remote work, you got full-blown drafting and all of that advisory work, all of that.
Yes. I worked for startups, and I also helped in fundraise. So from pre-seed to seed fundraising, I did majorly all the agreement drafting and negotiations.
And in your initial phases, how did you draft your proposals and what jobs did you apply for?
I drafted everything. I learned the contract drafting, did my assignment, submitted that assignment.
You get some help to make proposal because people are asking kaise seekha, kaise kiya, kaise seekha.
For course, when you join that freelancing session, they help you with it. First thing is, आप वो चीज जो आपको करनी है वो आपको सीखनी पड़ेगी. That is the whole key. You have to learn before you have to upgrade that skill. You have to learn that skill. You have to learn the softwares there. You have to learn how to draft. What is the difference of drafting? What is the difference in type of drafting that is required in India?
And these are taught also in the course.
Yes, it is all taught. Everything is taught in the courses.
So guys, as you all can see, there are many things that you need to pick up to be able to walk on this path, right? And professional assistance makes a big difference. And yet we have imparted a lot of knowledge and learning for free so that you can get started with what you need to. But this can really be your edge in the journey, right? And any other questions? Is it necessary to clear AIB before appearing? You should.
Yes, it is necessary for IIBA because that certifications and that is required for equivalency. But you can start preparing for the NCA exams.
Yeah. What do you say to people on the fence and people who are like, khali remote work kar lete hain? Why worry about bar exam and Canada? Khali remote work karte hain. What is your advice to them? Bar exam ke mein baithe hain Canada ka, but soch
bar exam. The only difference I'll tell you, freelancing, you can definitely do freelancing without clearing a bar exam. But when you are cleared with a foreign bar, the per hour rate goes from $50, $30-40 per hour working to $150, $100+ That is the difference that you can make.
And already, like the costing, there's not much difference today. Like if you take a remote work course, it will cost 66,000 on LawSikho. Check international contract drafting or international business expansion. And if you just do the whole offer, you'll get 70,500. What?
International contract drafting is also a course that I also did to learn that contract drafting.
Yeah, great. Yeah, very well done. Congratulations and thank you for coming.
And I've also learned from Mr. Hartley Nathan. He's one of the
You
cornerstones.
did?
Yes.
But he had a guest lecture. Did you do something else also?
No, we did. He also taught me in some other class. In the international contract drafting, when we had to draft contracts for Canada. And Lindsay Minze also, she also helped us in paralegal course. Yes.
Very nice, very nice. Congrats, Yashika. Superb work.
Thank you, and it's all a support of LawSikho. Thank you, Abhyuday sir. Thank you so much for being there.
So much.